Here's Prescott. Over the middle, fire, caught, CeeDee Lamb, touchdown, Dallas.
Nation, it's your boy Big D here at Big D Media, talking all things Dallas Cowboys and other NFL news. Real quick before I get started, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, hit that noti bell so you'll know anytime we talking about these clutch Cowboys over here on the channel. What's up, Cowboy Nation? How y'all doing this morning? Happy Monday. I know everybody a bit tired with the game delay and how late everything went, but wasn't it worth it to stay up? Wasn't it worth it? See your team battle through all the adversity with the injuries and the referees and the weather delay and the horrible Pittsburgh fans hollering at us. We just kept moving. We just kept moving. I was proud of our quarterback last night because we could have folded after the 2 turnovers. We could have folded after the pick and then the fumble and then another turnover. So 3 turnovers. But we kept our eyes on the prize, man. And sometimes them the kind of games you got to win. You got to win some ugly games to become a tough team. You got to win some tough games. And I like what we displayed last year. It don't matter who got hurt, who else came in. We just kept moving forward, man. And that's what I like. Now, I will say everybody dawdle. I think the shakeup in the offensive line last night might be the reason that you ran the ball well. The last time we ran the ball that well was in Washington last year when we clinched the division. And our starting offensive line wasn't there, and we ran the ball a lot better. So, like my boy Mark Holmes said last night, you don't change things sometimes until you're forced to. And then you find out, hey, maybe this change ain't so bad. You know, when Tyler Smith went to left tackle and we brought TJ Bass in, it worked. It looked good. And Tyler Guyton played right tackle. So I'm thinking, myself, I would like the shakeup of seeing Tyler Guyton go to right tackle, what he played in college, putting Tyler at left, putting Big TJ at guard, man. Anytime that dude in the lineup, we run pretty well. That's all I'm saying. Ain't gonna say I know everything, but let's take a look at the numbers from the squad last night, because it sure looked good. Not all of it. I will say we not there yet, but what I seen last night gave me a lot of hope for what we got coming, especially with the people we had missing and the way the defense played. But starting with the Steelers, Justin Fields 15 for 27 for 198 yards and 2 touchdowns with a 55% completion rate and a 96 QBR. So not a horrible night from Justin Fields. Najee Harris, 14 carries, 42 yards. Justin Fields had 6 carries for 27 yards. So, for the most part, I mean, it looks like we gave up about right at about 90-something yards rushing. So, that's good. That's good for our defense because, you know, the big blunders we had with New Orleans and Baltimore, we gave up way over 250 yards rushing. So that's a good improvement right there. The last 2 weeks they have looked better against the run. I don't care who you say it's against. They looked better. Receiving, Pat Freiermuth, 3 catches, 22 yards, and a touchdown. Najee Harris, 2 catches, 35 yards. Connor Hayward, 2 catches, 23 yards, and a touchdown. Van Jefferson, 3 catches, 26 yards. And defensive-wise, Leading tackler, of course, was T.J. Watt with 7 tackles and 2 sacks and a forced fumble. Like, that dude is ridiculous, man. But they didn't count to me, I feel like T.J. caused that fumble, but Nick Herbig, they gave him the credit for the fumble. So, and who else? Minka Fitzpatrick had 10 tackles last night. So, great game from the Steelers, man. They played a good game. They was tough like any other Pittsburgh team. Good defense. And my quarterback went in there and handled his business, man. Like I say, that was done against the 4th-ranked defense in the league. Okay. Going with my Cowboys now. Dakota, 29 for 42, 352 yards, 2 TDs, did have 2 interceptions with a 69% completion rate and a 99.54 QBR. Rushing wise, our leading rusher, Rico Dowdle, had 20 carries for 87 yards, and Ezekiel Elliott had 6 carries for 17 yards. Kavontae Turpin, Kavontae Turpin, 4 receptions for 50 yards. Jalen Tolbert, 7 catches for 87 yards and 1 touchdown. So proud of Jalen. Had his best game as a Cowboy yet, and we needed everything he did for us last night. So shout out Jalen Tolbert, man. Great job last night. Jake Ferguson, 6 receptions, 70 yards. Fergie just doing what he do. Hunter Lipke, our very own Kyle Juszczyk, because that's how we are using him, and he's starting to fulfill the role. 1 catch, 18 yards. CeeDee Lamb, 5 receptions, 62 yards. Spam Ford, 2 catches, 20 yards. And Rico Dowdle, 2 catches, 27 yards and the TD. Defensive-wise, our leaders, leading tacklers, DeMarvion Overshown with 6. And Eric Kendricks with a 10. So Malik Hooker had 5, and with Linval Joseph had 1 sack. So good night, great night from the defense, all in all. Great night from the defense. Great night all around from the team. You know, when you face adversity like they faced last night, you missing Micah, you missing D-Law, you missing our new cat, when he got hurt, our new draft pick, Nealon, you know, Zach Martin go down for a little while, and they didn't blink, man. They just kept trying to move forward. The defense played a great game last night. I don't think I expected our defense to play that well. I'll be honest with you, with how tough the Steelers are, especially with putting the ball on the ground and running. The tight ends that they use, you know, they use a brute style of football, and you know, that AFC North is tough all around. Bengals, Ravens, Steelers, Browns. Like, you got to go play them teams. Yeah, the Browns ain't doing as well, but that defense is still good on the Browns, you know. They just having a trouble with the offense right now, and maybe Deshaun Watson is dumb, but you know, a couple of years out of football, man, it can ruin your development. And Deshaun Watson looked like the same player he was in Houston. And that's not a good thing, because he wasn't all the way there yet in Houston. He was getting by on athleticism, you know, and he was still good. You know, he was still good, but his athleticism covered up a bunch of his ailments. And now that he's a step slower, you know, not as quick, you know, he's not looking good, because a lot of his plays, his big plays, were off-schedule plays, running around making things happen. And now that that's not the case these days, and he got to hang in the pocket, it seemed like his decision-making is pretty bad, or not what we thought it was, you know, before he left Houston. So, but like I'm saying, I'm getting off subject, but the AFC North is a tough division, and the fact that we are now 2-1 in that division, looking to go 500 to maybe 3-1. Hey, that's a good job, man. You know, we done won all our road games so far, so that give me some, you know, some excitement. You know what I mean? Last year we couldn't win a game on the road. Now this year we can't win a game at home. So, you know, it's just how the years go. Is every year is going to be something different that you have to deal with as a team, you know, and you got to find a way to get through it. You know, everybody think it's all roses everywhere else. I see our Cowboy fans last night in the middle of the game. Soon as he threw the second pick, it's over. He's so inconsistent. Yeah, I get it. You know, we don't want to see the interceptions. But you going to see the interceptions. It's football. He not turning the ball over left and right. He don't lead the league in turnovers. He's a human, and he's going to make mistakes. You know, I think the first one he expected CD to come back to him, and, you know, I guess you can't assume, but, and everybody's trying to make an argument out of what was going on the sideline. You know, me listening to it, because I was at work, I didn't get to watch all the game, but me listening to it, it's like, hey, what is CD tripping about? And then I see it, and I'm like, that man wasn't mad. That man said jump ball. Jump ball 4. And I got you. That's what he said. That's why Dak didn't respond. Because they probably caught that part of the conversation. They didn't catch the part where Dak was talking to him. Even when we do well, man, even when there's no drama, they're going to make some for the Cowboys, bruh. They wanted to be some trouble between them two so bad. So bad. Same thing they did with Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. The media drove a wedge between them more than probably they had. You know, I don't know the problem between them two, but I do know that both of them is hell of a players, and they alpha men, and when things aren't going well, when you're on the same team, somebody gonna speak up, and somebody gonna rebuttal that. And so you're gonna have these bumping of heads between brothers. You know? If you in a household, you in a family, and you got brothers, they always fought. They always fought. They always loved each other. That's what brothers do. That's what we do. We fight. We gonna be honest with you because we men. That's what men do. We honest with each other. If you get mad, you just get mad. You know? Dak not worried about CD. CD over there running his mouth. But last night, CD didn't do anything. CD was just calm. He was letting him know, hey, throw a jump ball on that one. I got you. They didn't get into no big, huge argument. Chris Collinsworth wanted it to be an argument worse than anybody. You can read lips. What did he say, Chris? What did he say? So, I'm very proud of my team. We sitting in second place in the division because that boy Jaden Daniels is serious. That boy is serious. We got a ball game on our hands when we go play Washington. Dan Quinn getting them together, man. He getting them together. So we got to be prepared. Philly ain't the team to beat in the division. It's Washington. It's Washington. Philly defense is trash. It will be exposed more next week. It will be. Teams are going to start lining up and making Jalen Hurts beat them. Teams who can afford to in the secondary, they're going to line up. But that's the hard part, though. They got a lot of weapons on the Eagles. But I do know they're going to have to score points with them weapons because they defense trash. They defense is trash. I'm sorry. When your D tackles are your best players on defense, you kind of got an issue. You kind of got an issue. Y'all linebackers, I don't see no Pro Bowl linebackers. Your secondary, I think Blankenship the best player in your secondary. Me personally. It ain't, I mean, he could argue Slay, but Slay be getting cooked too. But They were off yesterday. New York beat the Seahawks. Sorry, New York. I did pick against y'all. I did, but New York had other things in mind. You know? They went and showed the world, hey, this ain't the same old Giants. Yeah, we losing, but we tougher to beat. We tougher to beat. Cowboys didn't blow us out. They only beat us 20-15. You know? So, you know, the NFC East is up in the air once again, man. So, but I'm very, very, very proud of my team. We sitting at 3-2, second place in the division right now. Let's hope that the Eagles drop one and Washington drop one soon so we can be in the mix. See if we can get us a home playoff game this year, you know, and actually redeem ourselves from it. Redeem ourselves, because last year was ridiculous. I'm so ready to get back to the playoffs, man. We lost in the wild card round this year, not even the division. So I'm really ready for us to get back to the playoffs. But 3-2, we gotta wait to see. We gotta keep stacking these dubs. But I'm happy. I'm proud of our team. I'm proud of Dak Prescott, because we know he would have had to hear it this morning had we lost that game. But who I'm most proud of is the defense, because we're starting to look better and better every week. Every week. And we just handling our assignments. We don't need anybody to be an all-pro. We just need you to be a pro. That's it. Do your assignments. Handle your business. Tackle when you get there. So, yeah, man, I'm quite happy. Quite happy with what we did last night. But next week is the Detroit Lions. And for the first time, I am afraid of the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions are a good football team. They got a good quarterback, good defense, 2 good running backs. And the receivers are only getting better. So, we're going to have to come with it next week, y'all. We're going to have to come with it, but we'll worry about that at the time. We're going to enjoy this dub right now, because nobody said we was going to beat the Steelers. And I messed it up, man. We won by 3. I picked the 17-14, and we won 20-17. So you boy know a little something. I was right there. I knew it was going to be a close, hard-fought game. Anytime we play the Steelers, it is. Anytime we play the Steelers, it is. So happy we won. Happy we pulled out the matchup. Just ready to move on, move forward, and move better with this team. You know what I mean? It's time for us to start looking more and more, getting closer and closer to what we looked like last year. And I think it's starting to happen. So, Cowboy Nation, enjoy your Monday. Enjoy the victory. If you got Steelers fans that work with you, make their day hell. I'm your boy Big D here at Big D Media. And as always, go Cowboys.